So check this out, y'all. I started working on this project in November of 2023, and it is March 26 of 2024. Got it all done fairly quickly, and then without measuring, I assumed it was an 8-inch pedestal grinder. Went to go pick up the parts, and then lo and behold, brought the 8-inch back, and they were too big. So I'm like, it's definitely not a 6, it's a 7-inch, which I don't think I've ever seen a 7-inch grinder before. Hard to find the parts. So originally I was going to get like an 80 or 120 grit, kind of a finished stone, and then get a wire wheel. Well, when I went to go order them last week, I ended up getting a 80 grit and a 120 grit because most of the stuff I do with that is just kind of, fine tuning. I did not get the wire wheel. The only wire wheels they offered with that Auburn and 7-inch were the ones with the circle twists. And that's just a little bit too rough for me for the stuff that I do. I mostly clean up like bolt threads and stuff like that. So the other grinder I have, I'm actually going to put a wire wheel on it. And then probably on the other side, I'd like to put a small little polishing wheel. So I can grind and polish on the same one. Because again, most of the stuff I do is light. If I do need to grind, I break out my grinder. So this took a while. I hope y'all enjoy, and I think it turned out pretty daggone cool. Hindsight, I should have soaked this stuff with WD-40. Those Allen head bolts were not fun, and I had to really fight them. They suck going back in. All right, hey y'all, they come apart pretty daggum clean. It's in pretty good shape. No cracks, nothing like that. I'd put WD-40 on everything. Threads are still good. Come loose. It's gonna look nice painted. We're gonna go with that gloss smoke gray for that. And then once I get this grinder cleaned up, I'll decide if I'm gonna paint it or not. I'm probably gonna paint the little safety guards there and clean them up. Yeah, it might get some painting. We'll see, but it's gonna be awesome. All right, y'all, got some of my favorite cleaning stuff here. The Chemical Guys interior cleaner and protectant. I like this. It's super mild and it's worked really great. So I'm going to do that on these plexi pieces, the little guards. I'm going to try to save them. And then the rest of this is going to get the old, where's it at? There we go. Oh, super clean. I've grown to really like the super clean, and I'm super stoked that I found this stuff. So we can give this a little soaky jokey and a scrub down. We might end up leaving this like it is and paint maybe the guards. I'll see how this gray looks. But I might want to match it to that other to the base. Sometimes I will mix the patina up with some fresh painting. So we shall see. Oh, this is a lot cleaner than it was. Super Clean works fan-freaking-tastic. All right, I'm gonna get to scrubbing. Y'all don't need to watch all this in real time. So, real quick, there is just, excuse me, it makes a huge difference. I have really enjoyed using Super Clean. It does a great job. Yeah, all right, let's clean this up and see what it looks like. And then I'm gonna give this a good coating everywhere. Got tons of stuff on the inside of that. And get this thing degreased before I start prepping it for painting. Yeah. All right. Let's do it. Y'all, I don't know what it is, but I find degreasing stuff like this and cleaning it up very relaxing. Sometimes I'll have a cigar and just sit back, kind of enjoy doing it. Now, not where you've got to get a putty knife and just scrape grease off like under a transmission or firewall or something like that. No, definitely not fun. If you have to bust out a power washer or steam cleaner to get it off, miss me with that. But sitting here with like a small brush, Super Clean, some other stuff and cleaning it, that's relaxing to me. All the parts come out pretty clean. Enough to where I decided like, nah, I'm not going to paint this. I'll leave it like this. But it's relaxing to do. I enjoy it. So I hope y'all enjoy watching me and then also listening to me just ramble and make stuff up, because I really don't know how much longer I'm doing this cleaning. Sometimes I think like, oh man, they're probably like, just shut up. All right. Those are actually like Scotch-Brite ones. The guy that I got this from, he had two different grinders set up, and this was kind of his finishing grinder. I'm going to go back and put this as a traditional grinder because I don't really have a use for those. But had to tap a little bit to get that one off. I was super careful with it and careful with the shaft, and it was just little tiny taps. And these were pretty flexible. They were just kind of wedged on the shaft, but everything else come out great. Back to the cleaning. This came out pretty good. It cleaned up nice enough where the paint didn't bubble. And then I brush painted this with a paint with the old Rustoleum. So it turned out pretty nice. I like it. So right here, I used a chip brush. I put a little hardener in the paint and just brushed it on, kind of like they did back in the day. I think I maybe did 2 coats on this. I'm not sure how much I recorded because it's been so long. I know this has been a while because that's when I had painted that board for the duck coop, and that was before the holidays and everything. With this, I used a sponge brush and dabbed it on top of that lettering and then just wiped it off because I am definitely not good at lettering or finish painting, and it gave the effect I wanted to kind of make it look like it'd been there. All right, y'all, it's been a long, I think it was in the deep of winter when I started working on this in that pedestal, and finally got around to ordering some wheels, 7-inch wheels from McMaster Car. So let's see, before I get too excited, if these are even gonna work on this. I didn't want to destroy the box, but damn. Ah, nice. So it does have these little shimmy boys. That is going to be fantastic. And I hope I can remember how to put this thing back together. I'm going to be doing that on time lapse. I was going to get a wire wheel, a wire one, but in the 7-inch they didn't have one. That it was the twisted instead of the regular wire. So I'm going to put one of those on the other one that I have over there, put a wire wheel on it. Yeah, this is sweet. I like it. All right, I'm going to move y'all to time lapse because it has been a while that this has been apart, and I've got to try to remember how everything goes. Do know those are for the base. Well, shoot. 3/4. I'm gonna have to get some washers. I needed these to be 1 inch, and I thought that is what I had told her. Yeah, they sent both the 80 and the 120 are both 3/4 inch. Bummer. This one might work. That one will tighten down. This one, maybe. Oh, I see that one thread is boogered up just a little bit. All right, I'm gonna get to work on that. Y'all can watch in time lapse. Back to the old time lapse. I had boogered up that thread evidently, so I just took a pick and kind of picked away at where it was indented, and it tightened up. So I did freak out a little bit. I intended to order 1 inch, and I had told them 1 inch, and they sent 3/4. And on the ticket it says 3/4, so I didn't get charged for 1 inch wide. But they end up fitting on there like they're supposed to. They'll meet my needs. I don't do a lot of grinding. When I do it is light. If I do need to do more, I actually break out the grinder or use the angle grinder. So had to stop, look at some pictures, see where everything went, and then figure out which bolts went where. Now, I was a little bit embarrassed because normally I am really good about Ziploc bagging everything and marking where it goes. And I thought I was going to be doing this quickly, so I didn't. What I did is I forgot, caught myself looking at where all the screws go, and then still forgot where they went. So I had to go back and look at some pictures. Then I forgot, after I looked at the pictures, I had to screenshot and look. I unfortunately didn't label any of these bolts like a dummy. So is that in the shot? Yeah, it is. Which normally I Ziploc everything together, but I had assumed This was 8-inch, and it was actually 7-inch. And 6-inch, 8-inch disc you can get anywhere. Unfortunately, 7-inch discs, man, you gotta order those bad boys, and they are just not anywhere. You really gotta hunt those down. So I had to order them, and I had so much other stuff going on. Ordering them was not a like a top priority. So just ordered them. I needed 1-inch. Instead, I ended up with 3/4. No big deal. Made that work. And then that other one that I have that is similar to this, I'm going to put the wire wheel on it. So with this, I guess I better start that other one. I got a 80 and 120 grit, because anything else heavier, I definitely use a grinder or something else up in here. Let me get the old flashlight, which I didn't get. All right, the rest of this we can do without y'all watching and listening to me babble. All right, well that sucked. So let's get one of these. Little of the old Chemical Guys headlight restorer. These have a lot of crap embedded in them, so we'll see how much prettier we can make them. I've had good luck with polishing the, well, not only headlights. Some headlights are just too far gone. But even like Craftsman screwdrivers, stuff like that, this works freaking amazing. All right, I want to show y'all a difference in these up close. So that's before, after. So you can kind of see the difference, man. This stuff is, Chemical Guys has some great products that I've really enjoyed using. And I just put about enough to do 27 headlights on here. So let's put a little bit of that there. Just takes a little bit. Another reason why I want a GoPro to do this is because I should have stopped and taken a picture of the difference of these two. But I can definitely do a screenshot. For some reason, I'll find out that I can slip on that. I need a sponsor for blue paper towels. All right, check that out. Man, that stuff is nice. It is super freaking cool. All right, I'm gonna grab an extension cord. I forgot to do that part. All right, cord is plugged in. I'm gonna have to fix that. I did notice I put this on wrong. I do need to flip that. So I'll do that real quick. And that thing runs smooth, smooth, smooth. All right. We'll let that run for the 3 or 4 minutes that it runs. Then I'll flip that guard. All right, y'all, that turned out pretty nice. Off camera, I'm gonna let this thing run for a while and make sure everything's tight and snug, all that good stuff. I didn't paint the inside of that because it was just no need, but I think this turned out cool. That is smoke gray, Rustoleum, and then the Magic headlight restore did wonders on those. So yeah, this is probably, well, it's going to be its permanent spot for now. The door, you know, that's about as, hardly anyone comes out here. I don't like visitors or guests. All right, hey y'all, thanks for watching. I think I started that back in November and it's into March now. So it took me that, it was 90% complete. And then I didn't label everything. It took me about, I don't know, 5 or 6 minutes to figure out how to, the glare, 5 or 6 minutes to figure out where all the bolts went, what bolts went where. I had an idea where it went, but I did have to look at a picture to make sure. So thank y'all for watching. Appreciate y'all. Bye.